YouTube, how are you doing? And welcome back to Phasmophobia. We are gonna continue the level 1 adventure. If you missed it last time, we restarted and went back to level 1 with 0 money and the basic stuff you have at level 1, which is not even access to all the maps. You can't do all the difficulties, and we decided to restart from there, and we leveled all the way up to level 17. If you want to watch that video, I'll link it over in the top right. We got quite a lot of money. We haven't died yet, as far as I know. We unlocked all of the maps. We unlocked up to professional. We haven't unlocked nightmare yet. We haven't played on Asylum yet, so those are things we definitely want to do. And we're just going to continue the story. I really like playing the game this way. It was super fun. The stakes are much higher when you're low level. You don't have just like literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in this game to like throw away if you die. So yeah, it makes the game a lot more interesting. I had a lot of fun. Don't worry, by the way, this is not the level reset, and this is not a permanent reset for me as well. I have the other account backed up. I just have this account to play on every now and then, just to have some fun and some lower level shenanigans. So yeah, I hope you join me. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, you like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. But let's not waste any more time, and let's have an awesome adventure. We're gonna start with a professional game now, because we are professionals. We're level 17, and we're gonna go to Willow Street House, or let's actually start with the curse map. Let's start with the curse map. We're gonna start on Edgefield. We'll visit a bunch of the maps. We're not gonna go... Oh yeah, we don't have... Let me actually check which items I have. Let's see what we have. We have 1,000, which is actually quite a bit. Edgefield, start on the curse map. We have 1 dots projector. Oh yeah, I got an extra dots projector because having 2 can actually help you out sometimes. Same with the book. Anything else, like the other evidence items, you don't really need an extra of. Sometimes extra video cams can be nice, but really not that much. We have 1 candle for the objectives, 2 crucifix to protect ourselves, 1 glow stick just for fun, a lighter to light the summoning circle and the candles, of course, 1 motion sensor actually, and I think I'm gonna get another one of that just to set up like a proper, especially Edgefield. Oh, we're gonna get sound sensors for Edgefield. We got 1 sound sensor, 1 strong flashlight, 1 thermometer, 1 tripod for the camera. Smudge sticks are definitely useful. Sanity pills are very useful as well. The salt can be used to get a lot of money. I actually got this as one of the earliest things that I bought because you can get footstep photos, which can be very effective. We got an extra photo cam to obviously take 10 photos during mission. We even got a paramic. I'm gonna buy, on top of that, we're gonna buy another sound sensor. We're gonna actually buy, you know what? We're gonna go crazy. These are very expensive, so this is gonna be a scary mission. We're gonna buy all of the sound sensors. Lots of money, and we're also I don't think we're gonna buy all of the motion sensors, but we're gonna buy 1 more motion sensor. We are now dipping into the below 1,000 triple digit money. Let's not try and die, shall we? Let's go in here, throw in all the items, and let's do it. Yeah, we're gonna play lots of games today. It's gonna be a fun time. What's my favorite map? I really like Maple Lodge, which we will probably play today as well. We're gonna do a nightmare mission. I think you unlock that at level 20, so we're actually pretty close. You unlock professional at level 15, and then you unlock nightmare at level 20, I think, which is very close together. All right, we have 1 strong flashlight. Of course, we got Michael Robinson. Smudge stick, very easy. Ghost photo, a little bit harder. Ghost event, completely reliant on the ghost. Let's start with the basic tools. Actually, no. We're gonna start with the spicy tools. We're gonna set up, since we bought this, we might as well get some value out of them. We're gonna place them. Especially Edgefield is such a good map for this. If you want to have some fun with sound sensors, highly recommend playing on Edgefield, even though this map is absolutely cursed. You can play them like this, where you have basically this whole floor. Oh, we got a bone. This whole floor covered, and then you can do the exact same thing upstairs. Don't look at these very high values, by the way. That's just your character running around. You're looking for the like somewhat lower values here. Little sis, thank you for the 5 months. Hey, everyone who's new, by the way, from YouTube, welcome to the stream. We're gonna place these over here. There you go. Let's check in the truck now. Let's see if we can get any value out of this. Also, we got the mirror, so to maybe finding a ghost room is not gonna be too difficult. Let's give it 1 look-see. Oh, you got a little reading there. So if you look at the chart here, you can see how much this covers. This covers like basically every single room has some coverage of the sound sensors. Same with upstairs. Almost every single room, except maybe this room, kind of, has some coverage with the sound sensor, so you can actually track it during the whole mission, which is going to be a lot of fun. I think we're just going to use the mirror, though. We're getting some upstairs. I'm expecting upstairs. We got some activity at the same time. Ooh. Yes, activity upstairs hallway. The first one we placed gave us a value here and there. So the first one we placed, they will both say upstairs hallway, but it's in order that you place them. We placed this one the first time. So whatever is in this yellow area down here, that's where the ghost is. So we don't even need to drop our sanity with the mirror. Let's just go over there. We need to turn on the breaker as well, which is in the basement. Yes. Let's take a quick excursion to the basement. Grab the bone from the kitchen. No, the bone was... Yeah, the bone was was around here, right? Yeah, there it is. Get that one. Turn on the breaker in the basement. We don't want to be here later when the ghost is hunting because we probably don't have a hiding spot down here. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. That is going to be our only hiding spot, I guess. That's actually very nice because that means we can run into the basement, although we might die anyway if we do that while being chased by the ghost. Austin, thank you for that prime. I hear a door. Is it gonna... Yes, it is in this room. Thank you, Sound... I mean, it did something. Wasn't completely useless. How are you doing today, Mr. Ghost? We're gonna light up the place a little bit. Did it touch this door now? It did. So it's in both. Maybe hallway then? Okay, maybe hallway then. Let's turn on the lights in the hallway. Oh, turn that on. And this one as well. We're gonna grab a UV because there might be fingerprints photos. When you run out of stamina, how long does it take to recharge? I don't know that from the top of my head. Don't know exact numbers. Alright, grab that one. Maybe the cam and the spirit box are gonna help us locate it a little better. Tips to start playing solo. It's a bit of a stupid tip, especially, it's also applicable to people starting out. The most important thing in this game is staying alive, and you can see that very clearly in like the previous video that I made on the level 1 challenge. I didn't die once, and I was pretty comfortable throughout the whole experience. I mean, it was definitely scary, but if you know where to hide and you prioritize survival, keeping your sanity high, if you don't play on Nightmare, you can always see what your sanity is. So if you keep that above 60, you're mostly safe against all of the ghosts that can attack you. Oh, blinking lights in the hallway. Nice. Which, if you don't die, you don't lose any money. We get our first piece of evidence, which is EMF 5. It touched this door. No fingerprints. Now, I really like about professionals that you can also do this. So we know now that it's not a Jin, Obake, or Myling. It could technically be an Obake in a very strange world. But we're down to these bad boys. Threw something back there, I think. Wait, it threw the bear? Or no, this notebook. Right? Yep. Notebook has been thrown. So it might be in this room, actually, because that's close to this door as well. It threw... what now? I think it actually is in the nursery, which is a good room. Wait, is that in here that you threw? What did you throw? The bunny? Or is it in this room? Sean, I think you... oh, it is this cup. It's, I think it's in the nursery. Sean, thank you for the 5 gift subs. We could actually place our motion sensors. Yes. Value. Motion sensor value. We're trying... oh, baby. Look at that. Look at that bat. It's Batman. They're calling. Will I ever play Welcome to the Game of 1? Absolutely want to play that again. Same with Scrutinized. Mirror photo. Yeah, we gotta do lots of stuff. There's lots of stuff to do. Playing solo does make you, like, it does help you out a lot in getting better at the game because you'll have to do everything, right? You can't just rely on your teammates anymore to help you out doing a lot of the tasks and getting evidence. Yeah, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. Is Welcome to the Game 2 or 1 harder than 2 in some ways? Some ways, yeah. But I think Welcome to the Game 2 is definitely the harder game. I want to get this. I'm too uncomfortable. Yeah, playing alone can definitely be scary. Let's place this down here. So, by the way, little trick. I mean, I explained this a few times every time I do it, but it's just nice to keep... it's nice to keep repeating them, these things so they stick in your mind. If you place them a little higher up like this, you can actually crouch under them, which means that if you're walking together with the ghost and the motion sensor goes off, you'll actually see the motion sensor go off and you'll be like, wait a minute, I couldn't have triggered that because I duck under the motion sensor. Very good trick to not get spurious readings that you caused by yourself. Alright, so we have EMF 5 and a pretty active ghost when it comes to activity. Although, as soon as I say that, it's obviously gonna not do anything anymore. Aha! We got dots, and we saw the dots. So it's not... Goryo wasn't already an option, so that doesn't matter. But we are down to Wraith, Oni, or Raichu. Now, Raichu is probably the most dangerous ghost in this game. If you see that one, you have to be a little scared. Raichu actually has orbs, though, so I don't think it's that one. Mia, thank you for 5 more gift subs. Thank you. And Wifey Pie, thank you for the Prime as well. So it's probably not a Raichu. For Wraith, it's gonna be Spirit Box. Let's try that out. Let's try that out. We could also do Salt to figure out if it was a Wraith. Are you French? It may or may not be French, but it's definitely a Wraith. Okay, it can't be a Mimic because we got evidence that doesn't correspond with Mimic. They can only fake orbs. So we got a Wraith here. Now at this point, okay, that's a photo. At this point, you could leave, but if you leave early in a game, you're gonna actually miss out on the most amount of money you can earn, which is filling up your photos. It's actually gonna be quite difficult against a Wraith because we can't just use the easy strat of getting photos off of Salt. Tiber's-N, thank you for the 5 gift subs as well. So I touched this door. Since we have a Wraith, I might have to, yeah. I'm actually gonna take this photo. Might be a 2-star. Oh, it's still a 3-star. Now I have to, was it this one? Yeah, it should have. It giggled, perfect. Wait, I'm actually gonna take that one instead of the door then, because I know this one for sure. We have to improvise a little bit, and we have to count on the ghost activity, because we can't just take footstep photos, which I tend to do a lot. You have to take smart photos. You can take door photos now. I haven't tried light switch photos yet. People have said that they work now too. I'm yet to see it. I have to see it to believe it. And we need a ghost photo. We also took a mirror photo. No, we didn't yet. No, not yet. Crouch walking is just convenient because you're close to your items. You can pick them up quickly because you can't really pick them up from a standing position. You can crouch under motion sensors. You can cut corners very sharply because you can look down at the floor without like it being very cumbersome and awkward. And you in the darkness, if it's dark, you can also see the ground. You see darkness, ground, darkness, ground. See, helps you out. Helps you out a lot. Smudge in the ghost, get smudged, should have counted. Nice, we got that one. Grab this back. Can you give us a sign? That's a sign. I'll take the giggles, I guess. That's a way to get interaction photos. If you didn't know, you could take a giggle interaction photo, it counts. Can you show yourself? I triggered that. Okay. I mean, I won't say no to photos, but it's a little creepy. Psych, thank you for the 1,000 gifts, or 1,000 gift subs. That would be a lot of gift subs. Thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Can you give us a sign? Can you show yourself? Can you do something? Hello? I should have been a little bit more careful with my sanity. I didn't trip that. You did that. Are you walking out there? I have a motion sensor in the hallway too. Would be nice if they like, it would be nice if the motion sensor also beeped from inside the house instead of just from the truck. Like if it beeped in here as well, then it would help out a lot. Because you don't have to actively look at them to like see them go off. You can also hear that. That would be very nice. Aha. Blinking lights. We could actually, okay, you can take this photo now. This is a very cool one. Look at that. So what they have done, they have made the priority of dirty water to be lower than interactions. If you don't know, dirty water is a very bad photo to take. Same with dead body photos. Dead body photos and dirty water photos should be avoided at all times, unless you... Beautiful! Beautiful! What an absolute gentleman! But cursed, or we're actually done with this one. We have literally done everything, and we didn't even get hunted. You can, if you don't have the objective stores, there's really no reason to get hunted sometimes. I'm gonna continue my what I was saying though. Dirty water photo now. We're gonna leave this one. Dirty water photos actually have a lower priority than interaction photos, which means that if the ghost does dirty water, you can, and you're right there, you can immediately take that photo, and you actually catch the interaction photo before the dirty water photo, and then you can just don't take the dirty water photo because the dirty water photo is bad. No, I didn't forget the bone. There you go, bone evidence 10. I got it early on. This is a perfect game, as we like to do. We got 270 more gold to spend, which is like 2.5 motion sensors, so it's not a lot. But we're making a dent in our fund problem. We got above 1,000 again. We are level 19 now, 1 level away from Nightmare, if people were correct. That was 11 minutes, and we didn't even get hunted, right? I didn't take pills either. Just keeping the lights on and being quick can actually be enough to not get hunted in the first place. I love Bleastil. I'm gonna go check out Bleastil, because I love this map, and playing on it with more stakes is even more fun. This map is like this is what I think about. I think about Bleastil when I think about my early levels of playing this game, so that's why I like to revisit it now. I got Donald Garcia, Salt, Motion Sensor Ghost Event. Again, no objective that requires us to trigger a hunt. And I'm talking to chat. Okay, so they actually changed the way it works now. You can now use push to talk in single player, which I have always had enabled, but it never used to work in single player, because that's just like a thing that they chose. They wanted to make it more immersive, but because it's so sensitive to play with your microphone on in single player, you actually have to basically always mute your mic, which is not immersive at all, like muting your mic. So now you can finally just have push to talk in single player, or you could have open mic in single player. They just give the choice to the player, and I think that's a good one. I like talking to you guys during the hunt sometimes, instead of just sitting there and doing nothing. Well, that's a skull. That's a bone. Someone died here. Alright, let's turn on the breaker. Turn it on. You teach how to differentiate whether it is a ghost event or a hunt. So it's something you learn over time, but the basic things that you're looking for is, did you hear a light switch or door touch right as the ghost event started? If yes, or right as the event started. If yes, it's a ghost event. If not, if it started very quietly and you didn't hear like a door or a light switch, then you have to be scared, because that means it's probably a hunt. It's always safer to just run the heck away instead of going like, it's probably a ghost event, and then dying. Especially on like nightmare mode, or once you've triggered cursed hunts, it's very scary, because they're gonna be some. Oh, we got a music box. Did we use? I think we definitely used some cursed items before. We haven't had a sound at all yet. Definitely a scary thing to use if you are in a dangerous situation, or like low on money, or you want to stay alive. As fun as they are, like, it's kind of a shitty thing to have to recommend, but the way that the cursed items are designed, they are never really required, so you probably shouldn't touch them. If you're... I'm not hearing anything. You know what? Why don't we bring back the sound sensors, huh? Why don't we bring it back, run it back? Especially the, like, tarot cards, the voodoo doll. The music box is okay, especially near the end when you can... Ooh, wow, that's a whole tower right there. And we didn't hear things? We didn't hear anything? That's, suspicious. So yeah, the, you run the risk of dying, especially triggering cursed hunts early in the game is gonna make that first hunt, because the first hunt usually catches you off guard. Even if you're paying attention to your sanity, it might be an early hunting ghost. It's just gonna surprise you. It might be that you weren't really paying very, very close attention to your sanity, and you get surprised by a hunt all of a sudden. And that first hunt can be incredibly deadly, even without cursed hunts, but especially if you've already triggered cursed hunts. Because if you made the grace period of the ghost 1 second, right? If you triggered cursed hunts, it is super, super dangerous. Can you give us a sign? I'm not seeing anything. Let's see if these motion or these sound sensors are gonna give us any readings. We're not hearing anything. The sound sensor only work on one level. Yes, it does. It only works on one. Let's run. I actually like using the items. I tend not to use them because when you're just going for speed and efficiency, it doesn't tend to be worth. Like, look at how. Actually, I didn't realize how small these were. What the fuck? Man, that is real. On like Edgefield, this was worth it, but on Bleasdale, you can't even cover half the. Well, I guess, yeah, you can't cover barely anything with that. That is not very useful. But hey, you can rule out the kitchen and the office, I guess, with these sensors that we placed. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to listen. I guess it's not there, but we already expected it not to be there. We got some tiny reading on the office one, so it might be back there, which would make a lot of sense because that's pretty much just like the furthest point. Yeah, I don't know if this might just be ambience. Ooh, upstairs hallway. That's definitely a spike caused by the ghost. Okay, so the upstairs hallway is actually the place. It might be that room back there, or it might just be upstairs hallway. I think we're gonna take a little excursion. We're gonna grab the thermo to identify the room, and we might as well bring out a spirit box. Why not? Hallway ghost could be. How many lights can be on until the breaker turns off? I think it's like around 8 on small maps. Oh, I think it's 8 on large maps, 9 on medium maps, and 10 on small maps. And the reason why it's like reversed, you would expect large maps to have more lights, but the only reason why the lights are limited in the first place is because of performance. Yeah, we found the ghost. It's right here. Okay. And the large maps already are much harder on the performance, so that's why they make you give you the ability to turn on less lights in the large maps, because the lights are very resource intensive. Are you here? Are you French? They don't. Every time, man. Every time. All right, leaving this here. Very good tip. If you're early on in the game and you want to play solo games, the value of dropping your flashlight is immense. Immense. Because it allows you to take an extra item back, which you can, instead of taking 2 items, you can now take 3 items, which is a 50% inventory increase. Which basically saves you 50% of the back and forth runs to the truck. The only time when you shouldn't really do that is if you're starting to get low sanity, but look at us, we're very high. This could be, a yokai could hunt at this stage. A demon could already hunt at any stage. So yeah, we're fine. You could take pills. We have a music box. Staying safe is actually very valuable. If you see that you're at this stage and you're on, like, because I think the sanity pill will heal me 30, so I'm wasting 5% here. But I don't think we'll be using all of these, especially when playing solo. Just taking a pill to top off to 100. If you have an option to trigger a hunt, like the music box I have here, I don't need to be low sanity at any point throughout the whole mission. I can just be topped off and be safe as much as possible, and then be hunted when you expect it. Because the most dangerous hunts are the hunts you get when you least expect it. If you don't expect a hunt coming, you could be in a bad position, you could not have an escape plan, you could just be flustered and caught off guard that way. So those are the most dangerous ones. So the more informed man counts for 2, if that's a saying. I heard a knock on that window back there. Okay, so we're gonna leave this. Very important to identify these things because they will help you out a ton when ruling out evidences, especially below nightmare mode, because on nightmare mode it's not going to help you much. Neko, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. So we're gonna go. Do I play on full volume? Yeah, of course. My volume in the game is max. Zombie tomorrow, maybe. I love that game. I would love to play more. We're gonna grab the UV now because there might be fingerprints back there. We needed a motion sensor actually, so let's grab that one. And we're gonna grab a photo cam because we don't have any upstairs, which is also a thing that you should always do. You should always have a photo cam nearby, maybe in your hand even. If you need the ghost photo or you want the ghost photo. They tend to show up most of the time when you don't have a photo cam. So if you just make the amount of times that you don't have a photo cam pretty much 0, then they'll have to show themselves sometimes. All right, let's look at that. They could be fingerprints. There, see? Fingerprints on the windows back there. And because I heard that, so I grabbed the UV and made sure to check it. If I didn't see fingerprints here, I would have ruled it out, or it would have been an obake or a mimic being an obake. But now we have our first piece of evidence, so that's very nice. Oh, we have a second piece of evidence, actually, because we also had the spirit box, of course. What's a grace period? Grace period is the time at the start of a hunt. It's basically a head start. It's like the ghost counting down as if it was hide and seek, basically. And on nightmare mode with cursed hunts, that timer is only 1 second, which is basically just, I'm hunting, die. So yeah, we have a phantom, poltergeist, or mimic. Now I didn't see any orbs, so I guess it's not the mimic, or they're back there maybe. I think phantom is dots and wraith's EMF 5, because we had a wraith last game. Yeah, I'm not seeing orbs, or they could be behind that. I don't see them, anything that looks like orbs, though. So could you give us dots, or could you give us a ghost event? That would be the best way. If we could get a ghost event. We need salt as well. Salt is actually an objective, so why don't we grab it? Oh, Polter? Sorry, am I wrong? Oh, Polter, sorry. Oops. Then, it's gonna be writing instead of, dots. I am bad at reading. Bad at reading. Should try starter item on Asylum. That is not the best idea. What's my least favorite ghost? Shade, because they don't do anything. I like ghosts that do stuff. This ghost is definitely quiet. It got some spikes previously, but not right now. Okay, so we are still 80% sanity. Our sanity is going down constantly, of course, even though we're standing in the light quite a bit. Did you watch the new video from Disney? Yeah, absolutely. What is my most favorite ghost? My most favorite ghosts are the most active one, which is not bound to any particular ghost type, although Onis are starting to take the cake for me personally, because they tend to always be super fun. Oh yeah, sanity drains quicker on the higher difficulties as well. Alright. Place. Boom. Boom. I tend to place it like in spots where the ghost will pass by. I don't know actually if the ghost can go through furniture like this. Maybe. I think it can, so this might not be the best one, but that one is definitely in a choke point, right? I guess it doesn't matter much because they can just go through. They cannot go through certain furniture. Richard, thank you for that 5 gift subs. Thank you. All right. We need to not smudge. So I'm going to keep this smudge as a safety precaution. We're going to just put it over there. Isn't there usually a bear over there? Where did that one go? Huh? Is it there? Oh, he goes. All right, let's check some feet. So this is by far, if you want to just get money, literally hopping in a match and getting salt like this from the ghost and taking those interaction photos. This is basically the same as an interaction photo footsteps. You can take so many so quickly. And if you fill up your entire book with these, just the footstep photos, you get 35 from photos, which is a ton of money. And that gets multiplied too by your difficulty. So yeah, that's like almost 4 times the value you get from just identifying the ghost in the first place. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal if you want money. Honestly, becoming good at taking photos is definitely the most important thing for making the money. Okay, so not much happening. We didn't see ghost orbs, so it doesn't rule out the mimic, but it should. It's not freezing either, so it's not the mimic. There you go. Phantom or poltergeist, writing or dots? Tiverio, thank you for that 5 months. 5 months went by so quick. Yeah, I don't think maybe this helps a little bit. A ghost event could help a lot. You know, hydrate, stay hydrated. It might have moved. If you have a ghost with spirit box, very easy to check if the ghost has moved. Let's do that. You can just re-ask on the spirit box. Where did I drop it? There it is. Are you here? Are you close? Are you here? Are you near? Are you far? There you go. It's not here. Where are you? So it's not here, which means it might have gone into the hallway, or it might have gone into this room because it's adjacent to it. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? That is bright. What the fuck? Excuse me. Excuse me, Bloom. But you have to chill. Jesus! The sun in the mirror. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Alright, a little bit spicy. Where are you? Are you here? I don't expect the attic, but I might have to check. Are you close? Are you French? Are you here? Thermo? Yeah, thermo time for... Yeah, it hasn't been here for a little while. Okay, hallway? We didn't check the whole hallway. Wait a minute. Alright, now you want the lights back on? This is the most dangerous part. If you're, because we might be at like 60 or we might be a little low. And this is when you can all of a sudden get crept up upon by a ghost event that just catches you out of nowhere. Or not a ghost event, but a hunt. Is it up here? Okay. Hey there. Okay. That's a little spicy. It is up in the attic. That is definitely not a ghost you want to see when you're just starting out. Maybe, no, the salt didn't make it walk away. It walked back into the room. That is definitely a spooky ghost room. Probably the spookiest one, especially... Oh, wait, there are orbs. You have been bamboozled. Wait, no, that's not orbs. That's the breaker little dingle. Okay, never mind. False alarm. False alarm. This place is over here. And I'm gonna turn... There you go. There you go. That would have helped us find the ghost earlier if you just made that noise before. Huh? Huh? We need to replace the dots and writing. And we should also probably... I'm gonna do that so we can check it from the truck. And then we need to book it back because we've been slacking on the sanity management. Some self-care is probably required right now. Or we're gonna be in a pickle pretty soon. Place those there. The reason why I place them close together is because if the book moves, and you don't see it, like the book, if the ghost throws the book and it doesn't write in it, that means it's not a writing ghost. But if you don't know where the book was initially, you won't know that it threw it in the first place, so that's why I place it in a position that I always know where it is, but the middle of the book aligning with the light of the dots, so if it moves then, I can see it, and I know that it threw the ghost. Or the ghost threw the book. Okay, we need a ghost event still. Let's check up in the attic. What's going on in here, huh? What's our sanity doing? Okay, so that, as I said, I was feeling like we were getting low. We could have gone hunted there. Especially if we were dealing with an early hunting ghost. That could have been a pretty sticky situation. Now, we're not dealing with a fast ghost here, so some quick maneuvering should have probably kept us safe anyway. But hey, if you can avoid those scenarios, especially when starting out in single player, probably should. Because the main advantage, so you gotta take your advantage where you can, right? The main advantage of playing in single player is that you have all of the pills for yourself. You can use them all on yourself, which is basically as if you had 4 times the amount of sanity pills, because you can literally, like, the whole team takes a sanity pill 4 times, which is a massive amount of sanity. Yeah, that is definitely take advantage of that. Baby Hugh, thank you for the tier 2 3 months. And no one tries to kill you, yeah. There's no CJ on your team that tries to murder you. That's also kind of beneficial. I didn't even need the extra inventory slot here now. We're kind of set up. We have all the things in the room. We're gonna place it back here. You do want to spread them out because the ghost will interact with it when it's close to it. Now, I am guessing we could check this with a hunt because a phantom will blink a lot less frequently during a hunt. So we might actually do that. Since that is, if we have a smudge, it's not that dangerous. And we can also take the ghost order. We can also get the ghost event. We can basically force everything out of this ghost that we need from it. And figure it out at the same time. That's one of the major problems with large rooms, is getting stuff like this to happen. Getting the dots and the writing is very difficult in a massive room. What? How have you gone from 0.1 to 15 degrees in, like, me running back? What? Okay, this ghost is roaming like crazy. Jabez. Alright, where are you at? In the hallway here now? Back in your ghost room? Man. This ghost definitely does not want me to set up, anything. Is it... What? Okay, it is very far away from where it started. This is spooky. You want to know where the ghost is going to come from during the... Alright, all of these rooms are completely fine, which makes it... Unless the thermo just didn't update properly? Let's see. That's a ghost event. I don't have a photo cam. This is depressing. Okay, so it is up here. What the fuck? That was very spooky. I don't know why. So, okay, I do know why I knew that was a ghost event, because I immediately heard the ghost move. It immediately started moving, which doesn't happen. Did I have the light on here? So maybe that, it also turned off the light. There's many small tells on the difference between a ghost event and a hunt. Also, that snowflake is just coming through the roof. We got a leak. Can you give us a sign? Now, that ghost event did drop my sanity back down to 60 or something, which makes it kind of spooky. I need to have this in a position where I might need it. So we're gonna drop it over here, because if I get hunted and run here, that's the best hiding spot in this map. If you can get into it unseen, hiding behind this door is very, is very good. But you need to get into it unseen, because if you get into it while the ghost is chasing you, it's not gonna be a fun time. Am I even like looking for the? Yeah. We have fingerprints, which is not gonna be too useful up here. All right. Can you give us a sign? We haven't seen dots, but we also have not seen writing, which are the two pieces of evidence that we are looking for. Okay, that's okay. Let's look for the. I think it's blinking slowly. Yeah, it definitely is. Okay, I'm gonna have to run. So it is a phantom. That's how you can check during a hunt. Now I need to escape, right? So I'm gonna grab this smudge, and I'm actually gonna try and just run as far away from the ghost as possible. Now, this is not the safest strat if you don't have a... I mean, it might be a safe strat if you don't have a smudge, actually. But because, like, going through the edge of the map, especially if you break line of sight like this, like, the chance that the ghost actually finds you from all the way over... like upstairs is very small if you hide like behind here, or if this door can open, which if it can, and we even have a hiding spot here, well, that would be even better. But if this is blocked, you can hide right here. Oh, hey, it's steady. You can hide right here, open up that door, cover up basically every part of the room except that little corner here. Same with this. You can hide here, which is also pretty good, but that one's probably even better. All right. Teddy was waiting. Yeah, I want to do that stone cut. We want to do that soon. The video on the... I have made a video on the difference between ghost events and hunts, by the way. But not recently on... I did do a no evidence that still has to go on YouTube. Let's go up there again. I'm gonna take the pills. We know that it's a phantom. We do need more photos. So how about... Now I'm gonna drop my smudge stick here. So this is a little scary, but we're literally 90% sanity, so it should be fine. We're gonna grab this. I guess I'll keep the lighter up there. We're gonna grab the salt and put it in the attic now, which this is the second attic ghost in a row, actually. Remember last time we played Phasmo, we got Grandma, who, oh my god, Grandma was so funny, who kept rocking the rocking chair and then kept giggling up in the attic, fucking having a blast. That was fun. That was a fun ghost. All right. Now, this is definitely, I'm gonna place it here and like here, I guess, because those are gonna be the areas it might walk past when it tries to move around the room. This room is so big that any other location is probably not gonna have too much purpose. I need to grab my cam from downstairs, because actually the UV is over here. Or the camera is right in the middle. I remember I dropped it here at the start of the game. Yeah, there it is. No, the prestige update will not happen out of nowhere. Well, happy birthday, Red Bearded Joe. Alrighty. Can you step in the salt? Can you give us a sign? We are high sanity, so if you want to lower that... Here we go. Here it goes. Perfect. I need 1. How many photos do I have? 2. Have I already taken the music box? I have. And there. Okay, so now we have 1 photo left, which is for the ghost. And we can also do another phantom test. Now we have the music box. So how about we use the music box? Music box. I'm gonna drop this up here. We need to grab a smudge stick because it's gonna be scary otherwise. So I'm gonna grab the music box from the, or a smudge stick from the truck. If you can have those around, always recommend. Also in multiplayer, highly recommend just having a smudge stick at a certain point in the game. You can save your friends. You can be the hero of your team if you can smudge the ghost away from them. You can get a lot of sticky situations, especially in a large group. I'll highly recommend that smudge stick. Absolutely, Jeroni. Exclamation mark Discord for our Discord. It's a lovely place to be. Oh yeah, that's cool. What level? It's in the title. I don't know, playing VR. VR can be very uncomfortable. It is for me. Okay. Now, so I'm gonna drop my smudge stick over here again. You tend to not want to drop the smudge stick in the area where you're gonna get hunted, but like a little bit in the way you're gonna run towards. That's where it's best, because then you can just pick it up after you've done like the first sprint away from the ghost. I saw the dots just now. Also, it's doing fucking rocking chair up here. That's the first time I've ever seen attic rocking chair. Let's go. Nice. It's dots and attic rocking chair. We got a phantom, which we already knew because of the blinking, in case you didn't catch that before. The blinking of the ghost was much slower. I'm gonna... You know what? I'm gonna do this. We have some time. I'm gonna... Because I need 2 inventory slots. 1 to hold the music box, and the other to get a ghost... Okay, here it goes. Perfect. So the ghost is over there, because it stepped there. So I'm gonna light this. I'm gonna light this. We're gonna walk close to the ghost. And then you're gonna place it down and take a photo. And then run away. Oh god, now I have to... Oh, here you go, perfect. You don't want to... you don't want to throw it on the ground, because if you throw it on the ground, it's gonna trigger the hunt immediately. You don't want to drop it, you want to place it with F. If you toggle your inventory and toggle to the photo cam as well, it's gonna break because it immediately throws it on the ground. And that breaks it too. So also don't recommend doing that, because you'll get hunted and you won't get the ghost photo. Yeah, the best way is to run away. So you get close to the ghost to trigger the ghost event, and then you run away, place it on the ground, turn around, toggle the photo cam, take a photo, get the fuck out of it. That's kind of the idea. All right, well, that was a very nice game. Make use of that music. We could have done this in many ways. We got the hunt early to see the phantom. We could have used the music box, because there you saw it disappear, right? You saw the music box disappear, or you saw the ghost disappear as I took a photo during the ghost event that led up to a hunt, which is the tell for the phantom. I kind of want to do a game where I just like sit in the ghost room and talk about all the different ghosts in this, but that's not going to be this video, but that's just all the hidden abilities, strengths, weaknesses, stuff like that, while the ghost goes active on us. That could be... Alrighty, that was a good game. Another perfect one. You don't need fingerprints anymore for a perfect game, because now you always have the cursed item. Do you lose all your items when you die? Yes, you do. And if you're playing on professional, you also don't get insurance. Another 270. We got another phantom. Actually, an attic phantom. Definitely it's a tricky one. Started somewhere else. Roamed up. That was a long mission, but that's because those pesky attic ghosts can run you for a while. They can drain your sanity a lot. Especially, like, the roaming ghosts are especially dangerous if you're playing in a group. Also, wait. Oh, we did, but did it show it? I didn't even see it. Wait, we got Nightmare. Let's go. Baby Hugh, thank you for the 5 gift subs. We got our first, I didn't even see it. I'm so used to just clicking through that. It must have said, like, unlocked Nightmare mode on the screen. And there you go. We got Nightmare difficulty. Let's do it on the map where it all started, on Tanglewood, which I think wasn't Tanglewood the first map ever made. Asylum was also one of the earlier maps. made. All right. Let's go in here, shall we? We're gonna bring in all our items, which is kind of scary, but we do have a backup. I think with this, we will be able to buy like a full set of items back in case we do die. Which won't be my goal. My goal will be to survive, not to die. This is where you can start getting in the big bucks. If you want to cheese or like just get some money, you can also use nightmare mode to like do some basic tasks like an easy objective on a small map, some salt photos, the bone, and then just get out of there, like not identify the ghost. But we're not gonna do that. We're here to be ghost hunters. So yeah, this is gonna be our first nightmare mode on the new account. We got another Michael Garcia.
Whoever was here must have summoned the ghost with a cursed object.
Okay, we got a capture photo of the ghost, motion sensor, and salt. Breaker, you won't be able to see on nightmare mode. I didn't go over what the changes are for nightmare mode, but you can't see the breaker. You can't, wait, I'm not on nightmare mode. Wait. Wait, what? Wait, what? I was like, wait a minute. Oops. Let's roll that back. Scratch that one. As you can see, you cannot see. We are against Elizabeth White, not Michael Garcia. You cannot see the breaker on the map, and you won't have access to these screens, which is when I realized that I was not playing on Nightmare, because I saw those screens. I was like, wait a minute. Which is very important. Especially the sanity screen, if you have so far... My game is frozen. I hope my stream is still okay. What the fuck? There you go. That was a long freeze. If you have been, like, pretty diligent on keeping your sanity high and keeping, like, at 100%, now you'll be in a little bit more trouble. You're also going to have less sanity out of the sanity pills because it's only 25%, whereas professional have 30%. And you won't be able to see what your sanity is, which is gonna help. It's gonna make it harder to identify ghosts. It's also gonna make it harder to stay safe, especially with the lower grace period of nightmare mode, the longer hunts of nightmare mode, all of the scary stuff of nightmare mode. And you won't have access to this screen, so you don't know if the ghost is doing anything. You can't see EMF 5 off of this, which is a little trick that you can do. So yeah, we need a ghost event, motion sensor, EMF. We're gonna try and stay safe. You could, like, absolutely, no shame, no shame. Candle gang is absolutely a thing. Holding a candle, if you want to take it slow and you don't trust in your abilities to find the ghost room really quickly, which is no shame in that, no shame. You can just walk around with a candle until you hear a noise and keep your sanity at an absolute 100%, which is very useful in nightmare mode because like, you can't know what your sanity was, so if you get early hunted, it might be ambiguous. You might not know that you got early hunted, so keeping that candle on you can help you a lot. Now here, we immediately found the ghost. It's over here. I'm actually gonna take this photo because it should be an interaction photo if it's not a fingerprint photo. Which, there you go. Fingerprints have priorities over interactions, and they're also better. We know it's fingerprints, which is actually the major change to a lot of people, besides it making it a lot more. So the game on Nightmare mode gets a lot harder in terms of hunts, in terms of, like, staying alive, but also in terms of actually identifying the ghost, which is usually going to be the bottleneck for a lot of people. Oh, turn off the breaker immediately. That's not a djinn, which is actually an option. You can also take a photo of it unless that's broken. No, there you go. It touched the door again. I can take another fingerprint. It rang the phone. It touched this. It rang the phone. Take a photo of that. And it might have touched the door. Yes, I think it did. Or did it just... No, it touched the door again, so I'm going to take another Now, gotta take another fingerprint photo. Every time the ghost touches the door, you can get another fingerprint. Unless it's an obake, in which case it might not always leave another fingerprint. Let's just get some more stuff in here. I was talking about something. Oh yeah, the dangers of Nightmare mode. The main danger of Nightmare mode, especially in a group, is the lowered sanity pill, like, replenishment, that you don't get that much sanity back from sanity pills, and the higher sanity drain, and the longer quests. Because the quests take longer on Nightmare mode, you almost never escape the portion of the game. Like, you almost never see me get into a situation where I'm just chain hunted without any way to get out of that situation, right? Or I've caused it for myself by using the cursed item early, stuff like that. But a lot of time in multiplayer games, which I play multiplayer sometimes with you guys, and I kind of want to play multiplayer on this account as well, just to see what it's like in the early levels. Maybe even public lobbies completely. what you have noticed, probably, if you've played in multiplayer, is that there will be a time when you kind of just get perma-hunted. I don't think it's even here. It might actually be in that room. Let's grab the thermo. You just get hunted over and over and over again, especially if you use the cursed items and the hunts are extra long too. You just get nothing done anymore. You just get nothing done anymore because you're constantly hunted. You never get to relax in it, and it just ends in a disaster. At that point, honestly, the best advice is just to bounce out of the quest because you have basically reached a point of no return. And it's gonna be a disaster from there on out. In terms of sanity pills in public lobbies, it actually doesn't matter who takes them. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you ate all the sanity pills? Maybe on nightmare mode, it's harder to know if you can take them without being a dick. But the most important part of sanity pills is that you get 100% of the value out of them. And especially early on when you're like right below 50, if you then can get you above 50, you can buy yourself a little bit more time instead of getting perma-hunted over and over again. Oh, ghost vent? Yes, in here. Okay. So anyone can take the pills. If you know that you're at 0% sanity for some reason, on nightmare mode, you can literally take 100% of the pills and you won't be a dick because as long as you get 100% of the value out of the sanity pills, that is the most important part of using them. You want to get, and the reason why that is because sanity pills or the hunts are based off of the average team sanity. So it doesn't matter if 2 people are at 100%, 2 people are at 0%, average team sanity is 50. You won't get hunted until you get below that. So it doesn't matter what the spread is like, it just matters what the average is. All right, we're gonna grab the smudge stick now. It might actually, because of the ghost event, I'm also gonna take a pill. Just having a feeling that I'm a little bit low on that. We have all the stuff in there. All the evidence items. We need one more evidence. We only have the fingerprint so far, which just got handed to us. It's probably in the little utility room. So let's check. The main benefit though you have but that doesn't really apply to the small maps, but the main benefit you have, ooh, it's blinking these lights, that's interesting. The main benefit from playing in a multiplayer setting is that you find the ghost room really quickly and you have access to the large maps because you're probably not gonna play the large maps all too much. What? When you're playing... What? Sorry, I'm... Aha! Aha! So it just touched this door, but there are no fingerprints, which the only way that happens is it being an obake or a mimic being an obake. So it's, see, the ghost will always leave fingerprints. I think some people were like, but the wiki's just something different. The wiki is outdated. It used to be like that for a moment in the game. They changed the way fingerprints worked and they made it 75% chance for all the ghosts and 50% chance for the obake. Now they have changed that to be 100% on all of the ghosts because it really wasn't fun to not have guaranteed fingerprints. It just took gameplay away. It took like knowledge and fun away from the player. So I'm glad they turned that back because it definitely wasn't the way I liked it personally. So I'm glad to see it. Okay, this is not even ghost orbs, or EMF 5 potentially, or ghost orbs. Let's just get a smudge in there, or a crucifix in there. But yeah, it's I was saying something about the obake. Oh yeah, that now they have, so every other ghost has 100% chance to leave fingerprints every time they touch something. And the obake has, I think, like a 75. I don't exactly know the number, but it's the only ghost that can, or the only ghost besides the mimic who can copy an obake that will not always leave fingerprints. Okay, we're gonna take this photo, or did I take? Nope, I took it. Nope, that's that door. I can take this one. It also has an ability to make fingerprints disappear quicker. It can like half the time of all the fingerprints on the map. Let's get rid of this dots because it's no longer going to be useful. We're going to look for orbs. So no orbs would mean no mimic, which would mean obake. Obake is already the most likely candidate here. Let's check if we got a hiding spot. Nope, we don't here. Might have to hide behind. If it's a crawler, will the motion sensor still go up? I'm pretty sure yes, because the ghost model, I don't think the ghost hitbox changes, but you might have to, don't quote me on that. I should test that. Let's just put it that way. Never say something with confidence until you've proven it to be true. And I have not proven that to be true. But if I find another, maybe I can remember. Oh, there's the orbs. Okay, so we have car bedroom orbs. Which might also still be Obake, because the Mimic also is not freezing. So we would look for Spirit Box. Let's try Spirit Box, because if it's Mimic, so you're now going between Obake and Mimic. Keep the lights on. If you don't have to, if you're talking to some imaginary people in your mind, instead of doing the game. Do you want to check for the evidence of the Mimic if you're playing on Nightmare mode? Because if you get 3 pieces of evidence, then it's always the Mimic. But if we don't get Spirit Box here, we don't have freezing, so it can't be, that can't be the evidence of the Mimic, but we might still have Spirit Box be the evidence, because that's what the Mimic has. Mimic has Spirit Box, fingerprints, freezing temps, so let's try for that. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are... There you go! So that's actually very important. It was a Mimic Obake. The unlikely scenario turns out to be the case. So we got a 3rd evidence, which if you fill that in, no ghosts makes sense here. Also, it doesn't make sense that we got 3 pieces of evidence because we are playing on Nightmare mode. My first Nightmare mode when I played for the first time on Nightmare mode was a Mimic, I think? Wasn't it? Or was it the twins? Wait, I think it was actually the twins. No, I don't think it was the Mimic. But yeah, maybe it was. Yes, it was. It was the Mimic. So, and the first Nightmare mode on the new account is also Mimic. Is there something strange going on there? I don't know, whatever. Okay, so yeah, again, a Mimic. Because we got 3 pieces of evidence, this doesn't make any sense. The ghost orbs are the weakness, or is there weakness? I think it's the weakness, right? Yeah, the weakness of this. That would make no sense as a strength. And it turned into an Obake. It almost baited me into just tunnel visioning on Obake, because sometimes knowledge can be a trap, right? We knew that that wouldn't have happened, the fact that it didn't leave fingerprints, if it wasn't an Obake. But a Mimic can be an Obake. So yeah, there you go. Now we have to be careful. We already got all of the objectives. Have we found the bone? We have not found the bone. I'm quickly gonna take a detour and take a pill again, because as I said, you want to be healthy, especially when playing solo. Honestly, on multiplayer, probably. So on multiplayer, the thing with multiplayer is that once you get to 0 sanity across the board, you can't do anything to get out of hunting range. When you're playing solo, you can take all the pills and you can literally go from 0% sanity as a team to 100% sanity as a team, because you can just take all the pills. But if you're playing multiplayer, you can't do that. So what you want to do, and what actually would be a really good way to help out your team and prolong the inevitable chain hunt situation you might get into, is as soon as you see your sanity go below the threshold of where you'd be able to get full value out of the pill. So let's say on Nightmare mode, you can't really do that, but let's say on Professional, where you see, oh, you're below 70%, then you can just take a pill right away. You can just make it in the habit of, you can make it a habit to take pills as soon as you're below 70%, to just get the team sanity up and out of that hunting range, because as soon as everyone is low, there's no pill that can save you. So that's actually a good, a good habit to do if you want to help out your team and be a good team player. But I also forget that all the time. But yeah, it's a good thing to keep in mind. I'm gonna take a pill now, as I was saying. I can't even take the 2nd pill, so we were very healthy. I'm gonna grab the salt, because we might get some photos off of that. We have a fingerprints ghost, so we can get a perfect game without even getting the ghost photo. If you just take fingerprints photos, you'll get a perfect game as well, which is very nice. We got a bone. Any hiding spot? Ooh, nice. We got a hiding spot right here. That is a beautiful place to hide. Mark, thank you for the 5 months. A Majestic Hero, thank you for the tier 2 13 months. Thank you. Okay, so it is back there because there were orbs and Spirit Box. Let's place you over. Oh, there's already one there. I'm gonna place there and there at the corners. Okay then. No. Loud. Dropping the crucifix up on the car. So the Mimic is probably the most weirdest ghost sometimes, because you can get early hunted out of nowhere, because it can just turn into a demon and then early hunt you. Yeah, be careful with that one. Can you give us a sign? Can you show yourself? We should check our cursed item. I haven't even done that. Maybe we got like the summoning circle. No, we don't. Wait, did I check? I don't remember I checked. No tarot cards? No tarot cards. Maybe the music box? That would actually be great here. Wait a minute. That would be amazing. I think it might. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, so this is amazing. We can get a ghost photo off of this. And if you have a fingerprints ghost, getting hunts is actually a great way. Getting hunts and surviving them, obviously, is actually a great way to get photos because you can get fingerprints photos off of the doors. So I'm just gonna try and make this as short as possible because the longer you have the music box on, the more sanity you lose. So let's turn it on. We're gonna walk into it. Run away, place this, take a photo. Wait, it was a phantom? What? What a meme. Dude, this skill's been awesome. That's a mimic for you right there. Turning into the, what? It was Obake when it needed to be, and it was a phantom when it needed to be. It really tried to mess me up there. It disappeared, like when I took the photo. What a fun ghost. Huh. Yeah, I had this hiding spot prepared. So preparing your hiding spot's a great way to stay alive, obviously. Knowing where you can run to. If I wouldn't have been able to hide here, I would have hid between the door and the like bathroom of the master bedroom. That's a great way to hide, a great place to hide to. That is actually a thing that I haven't even thought about yet, nobody. Actually, I mean, it's probably not gonna matter because unless you're at... It's an interesting statement. It's an interesting thing. Great mind, but it's probably not gonna matter. So what nobody said is, well, nobody is their name. Someone said it. Is that you can dedicate 2 people to take sanity pills because if if a player is at 0% sanity, they won't be losing any more sanity because they have nothing to lose. So if you have 2 people at 0 sanity, then you basically only have 50% of the sanity being consumed throughout the game. However, if 2 players are at 0% sanity, literally the others have to be at 100%, or you're still gonna get hunted because that's the only way you'll be above 50% unless you're against the shade. So it's cool. It's a cool idea. I like it, but it's not gonna matter in the long run. It's a better idea to just like take pills whenever you can because that's the main thing. Like once hunts start and you get into a like situation where you're continuously getting hunted and people are in the dark all the time losing sanity, it's basically over at that point. You can't really do normal stuff anymore, especially on the higher difficulty. So yeah, there we go. We got a mimic. Very nice run. Very nice ghost. Doing cool stuff. Here you can get all kinds of fingerprints photos when you have a hunt. Fill up your book really quick. What's my favorite map? I really like Maple Lodge. I really like it. Take the potato. Oh, well, I mean, okay. If you haven't seen it, we'll get the potato. Music box photo. It doesn't even matter, but I don't think I did yet. It doesn't matter at all. I should have definitely taken that, but it doesn't matter. We have a perfect game regardless because I was just going for the fingerprints strat basically. Which if you get 10 fingerprints, you literally have a perfect game without the bone, without the ghost, without the cursed item. Doesn't matter. 10 fingerprints is already enough. But yeah. This ghost photo is... This ghost photo on top of all the fingerprints is... I only took 2 interactions. Besides that, it was fingerprints on the bone, so that is definitely enough. I have like even 50... I have way over the points that I need. Alright. Good game. Good game. I can't drop it, wait. I can't drop it. Because the game locks you out of dropping stuff. What if we... Where are you going? Can I throw Psycho over... What happens? Can he... Oh, come back here. This guy is so muffled. Alright, we're taking you with us. We're taking you with us. What if I throw it and then close the door? Does it disappear? I didn't see it. Wait, is it still there? Psycho? Psycho? Where'd he go? Wait, where did he go? Wait, under the ramp? No? Wait, I magic. He left. Is he in the house? Wait, I need to check. Did he go into teleport back? Or did he get smooshed? No, he's not back. But maybe he is under the ramp. Well, I am sorry, Psycho. I have made you disappear. I don't know, whatever. Whatever. Science says, oh no, it's here! Wait, where'd you come from? How the fuck did you get here? Wait a minute. Can I not escape you? Oh, when it goes, oh, as soon as it goes up, there exists an invisible wall that pushes him inwards. I see, okay. I see. We have him. Alrighty, perfect game on nightmare mode. So on professional, we got 270, almost 100 more on nightmare. In even less time than the last one, because the last one was obviously very, very difficult. If we would have gotten that one on nightmare mode, it was gonna be almost impossible or very, very challenging. But yeah, this goes, just small maps are gonna be your friend when you want to do this. We definitely want to do an Asylum later, but not on nightmare mode, and not right now. Oh, maybe, I don't think so. Let's continue, because the small maps are just super satisfying, and we want to do a little bit more nightmare mode. We're level 23 now. We're leveling up. Alrighty.
Alright, we're here.
We are indeed here. Maria Davis, motion sensor, smudge sticks, and ghost. Let's go do the thing. We are on Grafton. Whoever was here must have suffered the ghost. We're on Grafton on Nightmare. Let's go find that breaker. Turn it on. Find the ghost. Whoop-de-doo. You know the drill. You can turn on some lights while you're... lights that you want to turn on later. Because they'll all turn on as soon as you turn on the brake. No board. There's lots of spots in the corner of the map in this one. There's one over there. I guess two. One over there and one over here. Ooh, hey there. Was that the store? It wasn't the store. Uh-huh. It was this door. Check if the breaker is over here. It can be behind this door right here. If it's not, so then it's probably in the attic. I guess we will leave this here since the ghost is in this room. And we will quickly take a detour to turn on the breaker in the attic. Do I have merch? I do not. There it is. Have a hiding spot over here. We can't even open those doors, so I guess the answer is no. We got another summoning circle. Ooh, bone. Summoning circle. Beautiful. And we can use that to get the ghost photo, so we no longer have to worry about that. Let's go back to where the ghost was. There is no Phasmo merch either. I think there is no Phasmo merch for the same reason that there is no me merch, is that making merch is a lot of time. And if you want to, it's a lot of time if you want to do it well. And I don't necessarily, I like the money aspect of it doesn't, like I am completely fine where I am right now. So the money aspect of it doesn't interest me at all. So I'm not, like, if I do it, I'm gonna purely do it for the quality aspect of it. So that takes a lot of time, which takes away from me actually making videos, doing streams. And I think same thing with Phasmo. They just want to work on the game. They just want to make it a better game. They don't want to spend time on... I think they're already fine where they are. So they don't want to waste time on making the merch. Which probably both will eventually have merch. I will have merch and Phasmo will have merch eventually. But it's not the highest priority. Have I played Home Sweet Home? No. I'm not. Okie dokie. We're gonna bring this. I was just lost in my own thoughts, so I did what I tend to do when I'm lost in my thoughts, which is just do the trips back and forth that I need to do eventually anyway. And now we can go back to the business at hand. Thank you for showcasing Zomboid. Me and my girlfriend are addicted to it. I'm so happy to hear that. I love that game. There might actually be, at some point, a CJ, Psycho, me shenanigans on... Hey there! Look at those dots. There might be some shenanigans that'll be happening, which will be very awesome. That would be so cool. We're gonna try and survive, and then someone's gonna get bitten, and we'll have to put him down. No, it's gonna be so. There's gonna be sad moments. There's gonna be happy moments. And am I playing on nightmare mode, or am I just too good at this game? Or am I just too lucky? I guess. All right, so we have a Phantom, Banshee, Goryo. Not a Goryo, because I did see the dots in... I was thinking that when I saw the dots. I saw them on the cam and in real life. So it's not a Goryo. So it's either another Phantom or a Banshee. Or... No, it can't be the... No, it can't be a Mimic because we had dots. So it is really only a Banshee or a Phantom. Which is literally the easiest game of my life because we can just use the summoning circle. And know if it's a Phantom. So now, once you know that you're gonna be fine, it is time, and the rest, wait, we can literally do this instantly. As soon as we get ghost, like, fill up the book up till the ghost photo, we'll be out of this in mere moments. Well, thank you for the 2 months. Some games will go quick, some games will go a little bit slower. This game is definitely going quick. I have the motion sensor in there. Maybe it's doing Phantom stuff where it just like walks around the whole building for no reason because it's like, haha, I'm a Phantom, haha. Haha, lol. Let's take pills. So what's the troll potential in Project Zomboid? My goodness. I mean, it's gonna be, we're gonna turn into zombies. Probably a few times. It'll be fun. And the thing is, when you're playing multiplayer, it matters a lot less when you die. It's gonna be sad. Oh. Ghost event? There you are. I don't think that that ghost event doesn't actually, the rule doesn't apply that the ghost moves with it. I think that ghost event is just like, it's just a fake event. It doesn't actually move the ghost around. You can shout and attract zombies. And then we're gonna have to be running. Well, I mean, to be fair, there's probably no way to troll in that game that doesn't get yourself killed. So, oh yeah. I think we're gonna, if we're gonna have to put CJ down quite a few times during that. If we, oh. What the fuck? Wait. Okay, this is fine. Excuse me? Hello, ghost. Getting killed didn't be a good boy, promise. Can you give us a sign? Step on the salt again. We're just trying to fill up the book until... I could smudge right now, but I can just smudge repel. I'm looking here. So we want to fill up the book until we have 1 photo left, because we already got the cursed item and the bone. If we have, then we can just take the ghost photo, and it'll be a great game. Can you give us another ghost event, or did you just touch this? Nope, a ghost event. Okay. My guy, I know you don't like me, but how about we find a middle ground? That wasn't. You're not even leaving this bathroom. You have something in this bathroom? You're just taking a shit? Am I interrupting? Razor's Edge, thank you for the 2 months. Here we go. Oh, so many. Think I can take this one just fine? Yes, I can take this one, and then I still have to take another one with this one. Can I do it in time? I can. Oh my god! It disappeared. Right as I took the photo. That is rude. What the fuck is you? Why are you spamming these shitty ghost events, you fucker? God damn. Whatever, man. You do say, oh, come. Come on, man. Okay, this will be fine. We can't hide here, right? Nope. Nope. Wait, did Dust find me? What the fuck? Bro, you are absolutely cracked. Oh, it's a tiny ghost. Run! Oh, it stopped. Whew. Anyway, this is a very aggressive ghost. Let's go light the candles and get the summoning circle to work, shall we? Yeah, that last photo missed because it disappeared right as I took it. I think you have to be careful with taking the, like, when the salt happens, I think it sets like a global timer for the footsteps to disappear, or at least it doesn't they don't disappear in the order that they're placed. Sometimes the last footsteps that gets put down disappear the quickest. So you have to be careful when taking the ones far away from where it began walking. That tends to be my experience, at least. Fade off, fade out, yeah. I mean, that was jebaited. GG. GG, good bait. Let's take this photo, yeah? We want it? Alright, here goes. Don't hunt me. Don't hunt me now. It is a banshee! It is banshee, bye! I have to smudge you. Smudge. Bye! Wait, I said bye. It is bye. Jaja, thank you for the 4 months. Well, thank you for the 2 months. Go Blue, thank you for the 2 months as well. Rel's Overwatch, thank you for the sub. British Beast, thank you for the sub as well. Thank you guys. What master's degree did I did the computer science. And I didn't continue it. Because streaming is more fun. Good. We did it. We didn't get a perfect game because that one stinky photo. So you have to be very, yeah, you have to be precise. Missing one photo did ruin this, but that's okay. We saw the dot, so it can't be Goryo. We took a photo of the ghost, and it didn't disappear, so it can't be Phantom, so it has to be a Banshee. So we're out of here. Goodbye. But still, if I would have left, that would have been much less money than staying around and getting the photos. Like, you may have been able to get the ghost. Wait, did I just wrote it. Blade, thank you for the prime. There you go. We lost out on 20 bucks actually on Nightmare, but that's all right. That's all right. That won't. Also, we leveled up more than you probably expected, because we had to cut out one game because it was some very strange stuff happened. You'll see that one come up on the YouTube. This one was crazy too, by the way. 11 minutes, 6 ghost events. They were all like stinky breath ghost events. Holy moly, that's a lot. It wasn't a Phantom again. That ghost, that special ghost was... I mean, I guess I won't spoil it. I guess I just kind of spoil it if you were listening correctly, but nope. Anyway, we're gonna go to Ridgeview. We have Maple and Asylum left to go. We definitely want to go to Asylum. I don't think we're gonna do that on... We could do it on Nightmare. We don't necessarily need to go to Maple, but people just want, like, people keep asking me what's my favorite map, and that's my favorite map, so that's why it came to my mind. Yeah, let's go to Ridgeview. Then we have done all the small maps. Nightmare has been kind to us. Very kind to us, actually. I mean, most of the ghosts are kind to Nightmare. Some ghosts are Karen Wilson. Ghost photo, motion sensor crucifix. Some ghosts can be very tricky on Nightmare, especially on large maps. I would really not recommend playing Nightmare on the large maps, especially if you're solo. It is literally never worth it. You're always gonna, like, the time to money reward is minuscule. So But it's a nice challenge every now and then. But if you just want to probably have fun and also make money in the game, you should probably not do it because it's not optimized for that. You just got a new PC. Nice. Aha. What makes Maple my favorite map? Since Phasmo came out, people have been asking me the question, what do you like to see in this game? And I thought hard about what I would like to see in the game, and I thought that we were missing an outside map. So, whoa, Seagull Sheriff, thank you for the 5 gift subs. So I thought that it would be cool. What would be a cool outside map? And I thought that a campsite map would be very cool. So that has been my answer ever since people asked me, what map do you like to see in this game? I've said campsite. And then lo and behold, we get a campsite map. So yeah, that is why it's my favorite map, because it is a beautiful map. It is a very fun, it's very diverse. It's the map. It's basically turned out exactly as Teddy, what? Thank you for the 10 gift subs. Thank you. It basically turned out exactly as I envisioned it would work, and it's amazing. It's a totally new atmosphere from what you're used to in Phasmo. In Phasmo, it's mostly houses, so it's a very nice change of pace that you can do. And it's also not like the other big maps where it's... what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm playing this game. I can't find the orbs, but there might not be orbs. It's just a good map. It's a lovely map. I love the cabin. The cabin is so good there. Like, that's the cabin basically nails it right, or hits it right on the head. I don't even know what the saying is, but that's exactly what I was envisioning, where it was like, there's gonna be like different houses. There's gonna be like a cabin. There's gonna be a campfire, of course. There's gonna be like tents and everything, and like different buildings you can go into. It's very cool. Where are you? Hit the nail right on the head. There you go. Are you here?
I'm behind you.
Oh! Alright, well, with that, I can turn on lights now. Well, maybe it's actually here. Where are you? Never mind, it's in there. Never mind. We got ourselves a spirit box. It's a kitchen ghost. Get some more stuff. How do you feel about a graveyard map? How with the ghost rooms? Like the ghost, that's the thing. Like, I thought about a campsite because it would still totally work within the confinements of the mechanics of Phasmo. Like, the mechanics of Phasmo require you to have different ghost rooms and the ghosts to roam between ghost rooms. And I know a lot of people still, like, dislike Maple for that reason, because it's definitely the map with the most confusing ghost rooms, because of the fact that it's outside. But I think it still works very well. If you like, it mostly makes sense. The hardest parts are like a central path ghost that like starts roaming a lot. Like, that's when it tends to become very confusing. When you're dealing with one of those ghosts that's like, because then it might roam very large, like it might roam around very frequently, and it'll be very confusing to find. But yeah, like graveyard would just be gravestones. Like, I think oh wait, it's freezing. Ghost Hunter's Core has a graveyard map, which I think works very well in that game, but that's because they don't have like the ghost room mechanic really. It's just a ghost that walks around freely and attacks you constantly. It's not confined by any one place, and the game is also, I don't know, it's more fighting the ghost, which you can basically just put that game in an open field and you can still fight the ghost, right? Whereas in Phasmo, it's all about the interaction with the environment, like throwing objects, turning off lights, blinking lights, doing ghost events, stuff like that. Yeah. And the evidence is also based on the environment, like fingerprints and stuff. Some of those is the way in Ghost Underscore, but most of the evidence in Ghost Underscore, for example, is just collected by just being close to the ghost and smashing all the tools against it. Which doesn't need to be confined to a specific ghost room. Do I have other map ideas? Oh, you're giving me too much power. I need to think about that. I can't just give an answer. I haven't thought about it since the campsite map became a reality. It knocked on the window. I need to get a UV, and we'll get more of this, I guess. I know what I'll want to do next. Wait, what? You already know? Was it this one, though? I should have checked which window it was before I just bounced the fuck out of there. Wait, we already got 2 evidences, but yeah, we already got 2 evidences. Man, sorry, we've been chatting so much that I kind of zoned out. That was my bad. I don't even know why I'm taking these things. It's literally pointless because we're not gonna get any more evidence. Oops. We have to check for orbs though because it might be mimic. Oopsie. Nice. 3-star ghost photo, baby. Should probably take some pills. What are the options? On Rio, the twins, the mimic. Okay, so we need to check for orbos. Where was that? That sounded far. That sounded actually upstairs, didn't it? We're doing something. We're doing something cool. CJ's working on my house. My house. That's fucking terrifying. Oh no. Alright, let's play some sound sensors. You know what we can do? So, ghosts can be pretty widespread activity-wise, but if you get consistent interactions that are across, like cross-map interactions, you're probably dealing with the mimic. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play sound sensors downstairs and upstairs and see if we can get both of those to happen. Both of those to get triggered, which wouldn't make any sense unless it's a mimic. We played Forewarned with CJ. I love Forewarned. I really had a lot of fun with that. They did great work on that game. It's such a... Yeah, highly recommend Forewarned. I know... It's... I don't play... Wait, it did this. I don't play it too much because there's so much stuff to play. I play it every now and then, but that's not because I don't like the game. That is because there's just too much to do. Oh, it knocked here? Wait a flippin' momento. Am I still in time? Yes. Take it. Yup. Nice. So it's probably on Rio or the twins. I think this is the twins, but let's see if we get any readings, right? A crypt? I don't know. I think like people said mine shaft. Like, I don't know. I find the relatability of the maps of Phasmo be one of its greatest, like, because I don't know. I guess it could, because like the certain maps like a prison or asylum are also spooky because they're like it's where you expect, it's like old, decrepit, abandoned places. So I guess abandoned like places like a hospital, which is basically asylum, so that's why I don't think a hospital map would be cool. Teddy, thank you for another 10 gift subs. Thank you. Oh shit. So any reading that's not above 0.1, you basically just completely disregard, because anything that's like that won't really mean anything. We've covered a lot upstairs and downstairs. Wait, this is upstairs? Yeah. That's the basement. So living room definitely gave readings there. The question is, will we get it in some other room as well? Now for the Unrio, if we can pinpoint the ghost better, we can place some candles in the room, and then we can drop our sanity down, and then see if candles can prevent the ghost from hunting. This is definitely gonna be the hardest nightmare run we've done today, for sure, because these are a little bit more tricky to distinguish. Is there a form or something? I think the submissions or like the suggestions are currently closed. They're just working on the stuff that they already want to do. But they open up suggestions sometimes. They'll make like an extra channel in the Discord. So if you want to join discord.gg/phasmophobia or discord.gg/instant for my own Discord, but that's not affiliated with suggestions for Phasmo, but you can give me suggestions on like games to play and stuff like that. But yeah, same with me. If you suggest me a game, same thing with Phasmo. If you suggest a feature, which there's currently no open channel for that, but there's just so much to do that as much as you want to do everything, you can't get to everything, or it'll take time to get through everything. So foyer and living room, right there, spikes on both sides. Which that seemed like a boom boom. There seems like a twin interaction, no? Kind of. I feel like we're probably dealing with the twins. Now, I have 3 pills still. For me, that's 75% sanity. Let's find the cursed item. If we can find the cursed item. Wait, we don't have... Oh, no. I started Nightmare and I didn't buy all the candles. Okay. Yeah, I should have... As soon as we started playing Nightmare... Okay, next, after this quest, I'm buying 4 candles because we need those. We need those candles. Because this is going to be a hard... hard task. Like... It's gonna be a hard thing to do now. It's throwing stuff over there. Can we hear any twin interactions, maybe? It turned off the breaker. Sinky. Oh, there's candles in the house. You are correct. Wait, are there 2 wait a minute. Saved by the map. Wait, there's like 2 candles in this house. Wait a minute. Saved. I think there's 2. There used to be many more, but they removed quite a bit of them. Because people were like... The reason why... This is why we can't have nice things. People were like lighting all the candles and then getting like terrible performance, and then they'd go like, my game is doing bad, and do like bug reports when they just like turn on 100 lights and 100 candles and then go like, what? My game's lagging? I'm running on a laptop and I'm turning on all the lights and my game is lagging? Surprise Pikachu? And that's why we can't have nice things. Also, where's the summoning circle? Wait, did I not? Wait, is it in... Where's my smudge? Smudge? Smudge-o sticko. Am I dumb? Have I made it disappear? I must be dumb, because I have made it disappear. Oh, there it is. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Alright, let's check in the basement, shall we? Is there gonna be another summoning circle, by the way? How many summoning circles in a row? I think quite a lot. It might be a doo-doo-doll. It's not a board. Can we hide here? Nope. It's not a board because the board is here. Which it's not. Tarot cards are here, I think. So it's not that either. Can there be something good? You turn on the light. Uh-huh. Can you give us a sign? Is that the mirror because that's over there? Wait, what can it even be? The doodle? Where's the doodle on this map? Oh, we can hide in this. Uh-oh. First room on the left. Oh, wait. Okay, I'll check. Oh, Voodoo is on the bench by the piano and the music box is upstairs. Okay, yeah, so it wasn't on the bench, so it's probably a music box then. That's fine. Unreal candle. Yeah, you can talk now, exactly. Absolute win. Music box. There it is. We got a music box. Not that it's useful. So we can get hunted now. We could drop our sanity to 0 with the music box, just because. And then do some... It blew out the... It's there, and it's blowing out candles. Let's get 2 crucifixes. Hey, Dennis, what's up? All right, we grab the crucifixes. Okay, so it is in this room. It's turning on lots of lights. Let's leave that there and here. And now I need to turn on these candles real quick, like, so we don't lose our charges. There. What we want to be looking for is the ghost using a crucifix charge before using the candle or blowing out the candle. If the ghost uses a crucifix charge that's on top of it or under a candle, it actually, the Onryo basically will first check if there's a candle, blow out that candle, and then prevent the hunt that way. And then it will use crucifixes. It won't use them at the same time or use crucifixes before candles. It'll use candles first, then crucifixes. So if you place a candle on a crucifix like this, and then you see the crucifix get used, you know that it's not an Unrio, because an Unrio wouldn't do that. An Unrio would use the candle first. It's freezing, yeah. We know it's freezing in Spirit Box, which leaves us with these. We didn't see any orbs. Now, unless it was so sneaky with the ghost rooms and they're here now, that would be very stupid because I would have found that earlier. But, I mean, I've looked before. Unless it's really back there. Can't really do that, though. Can't really check this. I don't think it's back there. It's freezing here, right? It blew out the candle. So it's definitely here. Or something over there. Can you give us a sign? Blew out the middle candle. So if you can keep this up for a little while. Also, potentially. Let's just listen closely to that if they can hear any twin interactions as well. Do I have my volume at max? Yes, I do. Oh, you can turn it off and on in-game too? Wow. You can literally apply that in-game. Should be 3 blowouts, then a 50-50. I don't really know what that means. Well, basically, if you just stick around here for long enough and you don't get the ghost to hunt, then probably an Unrio. I could use the music box. I could just use the music box as a sanity drain. I think I'm doing that. Because I don't think it's... Is it gonna hunt if you run out of sanity while holding it? Does it? Wait, am I not dropping? Okay, yeah, so yeah, I just ran out of sanity and it did start a hunt. So that's how you know you ran out of sanity. Because I think if the song runs out, it will close and it won't trigger a hunt. It only trigger a hunt when you run out of sanity, and that's what causes the thing to close. Yeah, I want to play the zombie survivor game more. I'm so glad you guys enjoy it. Really great to hear that, because I love it too. We have survived like 17 days. I didn't die. We've been playing very well. We just need to keep it going. Wait, that was it? That was a short hunt. Okay. Proof. Proof. Can you give us a sign, please? Now we're 0. So if it stops... Oh, it's something from back there. It's a little spooky. Wait, that's not a hunt? Now that was a different reason why I knew that. There I knew it. It blew 2 candles out at once. I think that's instantly on Rio. So it's definitely on Rio. There I knew it wasn't a hunt because it was a different noise than it did. The hunt noise will be determined at the start of a game. It'll choose what hunting noise it'll use, and it'll use that noise throughout the whole game. It'll never change. So if you hear a different noise, it is not a, what am I saying? Then it's not a hunt because it was like laughing, which it wasn't laughing during a hunt. I knew that. Okay, that is a hunt. Wait, it was, I guess, laughing, but like in a different way. I don't know. Wait, no, never mind. Wait, never mind. I was like, wait a minute, what? that was again the same sound. I almost bamboozled myself. I was like, what? What the fuck? You're standing on the table. What are you doing, lady? She is very angry. Also, she isn't hunting at all. This is such an... But, like, at the same time, it's the twins, right? It's... You see these interactions? Like, they're kind of twin interactions. What the fuck? But we're not getting hunted at all anymore. It's just purely blowing out candles and doing ghost events. It's very angry. So, and we are at 0 sanity. We know that. So it should be an Unrio, even though it's doing quite a lot of closely timed interactions. I'm getting bamboozled. That would be absolutely crazy. Nightmare mode, this long, no hunts. There you go. That's more like it. So that's a hunt, but that's from back there. Right? Should be a hunt. I'm just gonna run. This is probably a hunt. Yeah. This is the sound that this makes during the hunt. So if you hear this sound, if you know what the hunt sound is, then you have to be scared of that noise, not of any other noise. If you hear any other noise, then it's a ghost event. I know Lithuania, of course I do. But are the options? Probably on Rio. It shouldn't be the mimic. I think this is an on Rio. But this is the first time we have to make somewhat of a judgment call. Hey, Anthony, what's up? Thank you for the 19 months, my guy. It blew out this. Yeah, I think we're just dealing with an on Rio. Unless it's some turbo 5-head twin that has been baiting me all this time and blowing out candles. Even double candles. Like, the fact that it blew out 2 candles at the same time is very suspicious. Although that could technically also be the twins, I guess. Is that a real... No, Auntie, you've become what you most hated. The dummy Twitch chat. There's a 1-minute cooldown on the command because literally every other second people would use it. And then... Oh wait, I need to take photos. And then we'd like be... Wait, stop! That's why I put a cooldown on it. Because the chat was just only that. And that was too much. Anyway, we need to do some stuff. I wanted to leave because we knew what the ghost was, but we still have stuff to do here. I forgot! Okay, we're gonna do the motion sensor. That's just gonna be back in that room. And then we need to do... Oh, wait! Oh, fuck. Whatever, it's fine. We need to take photos anyway. It's a little bit annoying that I took all the pills before getting the crucifix, but that's all right. We don't have to get the crucifix. We definitely want the photos though, because that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And we can get some more potential evidence on it being on Rio or the twins. Oof. Oof, oof. I didn't know you could stop the van. Yeah. It is it's something that once you know, you know. But you're always gonna learn it one time. Okay. Plug it in here. You're gonna trip that motion sensor. Maybe during the hunt, maybe before. And now you need to show me the footsteps. I'm gonna place those there too. There. I guess now that I have high sanity, I can actually check back here. Because if there's like orbs, I'm so bamboozled. If there's orbs back here. What the f... Okay, that's creepy, man. Don't do that to me. Okay, I don't think there's orbs. I don't think we've been bamboozled. No, this ghost seems to be back there now. It's still freezing in the living room, though. What? Dippodan, thank you for the 10 months. That's weird. That candle just went out by itself because you didn't hear the blowout sound. Unless this is some mega brain, it has to be an Unreal, right? Unless it really has somehow managed to stop hunting when I was at 0 sanity for the longest time. Weird. Put a candle in the back room. Well, right now that's not gonna help. We got this. We need the photos. You really gotta step up your footsteps. Elithmore, thank you for the 3 months. Did I did get the ghost photo. Or the ghost photo and the bone photo. Give me that salt. Stepping on that motion sensor. Yeah, the one ghost like before where we had a few different ghosts being mimicked. Like, very interestingly as well. Like, it was a phantom when it was, like, when it did a ghost event. And then it was a Obake throughout the game as well. Surprising, that's for sure. Okay, here it goes. This one? This one is still not empty. Yeah, we definitely need some photos. I would like for you to help me out here. Oh, come on. What? Guess we'll be throwing our crucifixes over there now. Man, this ghost really is being a bitch. Run. We are gonna drop the crucifixes back there now. Yeah, Pete. This is doing footsteps. It is doing footsteps. Fuck. I need to get the salt or the UV. No. It's fine. I'm also gonna smudge, actually. Do I have a lighter here? All the candles are gone. Whatever, let's just do this. Please don't kill me. I just want some footsteps. Wait, this is actually super dangerous. You know what? This ghost is actually super dangerous right now, because if we get hunted from there, did I drop it on? Oh, exactly. Okay, I think this ghost is signaling us that we should get the fuck out of here. Lighter in the bedroom. Yeah, that room is way too scary once you get chain hunted. Like, if you got caught back there, we gotta go. Yeah, like, we're gonna die. This is how you lose your items. Like, this is the type of dumb shit that gets me killed. This is when I die, because I make dumb... I try to get a perfect game after I already, like, have the most information on the ghost. Like, this should be an Unrio, since it didn't hunt for the longest time when we had candles in there, and then it blew out multiple candles at once. It could be the ones that just stopped hunting at 0 sanity for like 5 minutes to troll me, but then, I mean, that could happen. Like, that could happen. There's an possibility that that is the case. I wouldn't be surprised, but it would be just like, this is like an 80%, 20% guess. So like, you could still have the 20% of the stick. But there you go. We got the high end of the stick. We got the Unrio. That was definitely the lowest money we have seen in a little bit, because just like, if you look at this, we could have gotten 10 more from this. We could have gotten 100 more if we played perfect. But we could have also lost everything. Oh, I was like, what? Yeah, we are level 30 now. Look at us go. Beautiful. Okay, I think it is time. We've done all the small maps. I think it is time to conquer the greatest map. We're gonna go to Asylum. Now, we're gonna do that on professional, because Nightmare just makes it less interesting with less information. There's gonna be less to look at. And it's also just a terrible idea. So we're gonna play it on professional and try and beat it. Let's go. Buy candles? Well, we're not playing on Nightmare. But we might as well. We might as well spend our gold. So let's do that. Might as well do that. Really quick, like, we have a need for some more candles. We're gonna buy all 4 of them. And that's all we need. I don't think we need more. We're definitely not gonna need an extra one of that. We might, okay, so this might be a scenario where actually having an extra photo cam might be useful, because we might have to spam photos during a hunt to get the ghost photo. I can see that happening, so I'm actually gonna get an extra photo cam now, since we have so much money to spare. Man, we're already sticking out. I mean, this is what happens if you don't die. You can get a lot of money. Chargin, or Sergeant, thank you for the 3 months. Okay, let's throw it in and go. Okie dokie. Here we are. It is Asylum. We have Ruth Garcia. Ghost event, escape the ghost, and smudge stick. So we don't need to do ghost photo, but that's fine. It seems to be linked to a cursed object. Well, how about we go check out that cursed object, huh? We're gonna grab a paramic this time, not an EMF, because this might help us out a bit more. Is there a board? That would be insane. No board. That's not, honestly, if you want to have a somewhat easier run, you have the music box. You should reset until you get the board. Okay, so we're gonna turn on the breaker, which is actually, I should check that first. Wait a minute. Where is the breaker? It's all the way downstairs to the right, but at least, like, that just gives you a direction to go. If you get lucky, you find the ghost near the cursed item. That's just a nice thing. What do you still have to achieve? We have to do this one. Night, or not. Well, this is a nightmare, but it's Asylum. So in case you're unfamiliar with the paramic, by the way, I know I haven't explained this in a little while, and I should, because some people might get confused on how the paramic works. The paramic's updates every 1.5 seconds, I think it is, it'll give you a value on the paramic. Now, the way that works is that it'll be constantly pulling, it'll be constantly looking for signs, but it'll show you what it has picked up, the like sum of all the values after the 1.5 seconds. So what does that mean? Let's say that something happens back there, and I move, like I update here, then I move over the thing that happened and over here. You're gonna get the value over here. So you're gonna be pointing right here, and you'll get whatever happened over there, because it'll show you everything that happened in that range. So you have like different modes of using the paramic. You can be using it to like pinpoint a location, like an exact location. If you move it very slowly, like you'd only move it like every 1.5 seconds, you'll be getting all the values from like only one cone. But if you want to like do it on Asylum and you want to like rule out a larger area, you can actually be sweeping like this, and then you will pick up any value that happened in this like angle, this like cone that you're creating by moving back and forth. So that's how you can use the paramic in different ways, like the pinpoint, or to get like a specific, or to like rule out larger areas of the map. And if you don't, I had someone that didn't believe that for some reason. You can test it for yourself if you don't believe my word for it. You can just put a spirit box at the end of a hallway and then just start swiping, and you'll see that it'll go here, you'll move across it, and then it'll still show you the 5 from the spirit box. You can literally test this yourself. You don't need me for it, but I only, I try my hardest to only tell things that I know are true. I don't want to make people worse at the game. I want to make them better at the game. Also, this ghost is going to be hard to find. Turn on the light. Stuff like that. There we got the 1. You see that 1 was me turning on the light switch. That wasn't the ghost, because it only updated after the 1.5 seconds were done. So I'm just scanning like this. There's freezer in here somewhere. That 4 is the door. Okay. I'm not hearing anything. I'm gonna turn on this light. Maybe save some sanity if we can. How do you know the sound is from a player or the ghost? Well, if you're playing by yourself, it's gonna be easier because you won't be making any noise that you don't know about. But yeah, if you're playing with other players, it can be very difficult to use the paramic. And we're getting basically nothing. Yeah, all the doors that are open don't mean anything either. You can close, so the way you can basically like get the ghost eventually is just by closing all the doors. You close all the doors, eventually the ghost is gonna open one of them again, and then you can find the ghost that way. That's like the old way of finding the ghost in Asylum. You would just look for the one open door. But now that's no longer possible because they made all the doors start open and close randomly, which has definitely made Asylum a lot harder. Also, I'm getting like nothing here. This is definitely the Asylum experience. Are you gonna do public lobbies? Potentially. Okay. I'm also listening. So far, actually nothing has happened. Sounds. Oh, that's might actually have been the ghost. In this room, the door's wide open. Because 0.3 is actually like a ghost's value, I think. Wait. The breaker? Really? I feel like I should make the breaker turning off less frequent on Asylum, because holy shit, it's annoying. Guess we'll be playing in the dark. Okay, so I don't get any more readings over here. We did get a reading in this general area, right? So now we got something. Now, we don't know if that was necessarily the ghost. Might have just been a random readings. I don't know why sometimes random readings get picked up. I think it picks up, like, the ambience noise sometimes, which they want to fix that. And we're not getting anything, and I'm not hearing anything either. So it might have just been one of those ambient noises. Damn, it's gonna be on the right then. All right, closing this door. Maybe we'll be back here later. Who knows? Definitely not hearing anything with my own ears. Colored Madness, thank you for the tier 2 12 months. The myling also make paramic noises? Yes, it does. But yeah, it does. Did I say it did? Or... So, if you make your own noises, there'll be like there, I made a 4 noise. I didn't make a 2.1 on top of that. So, and this door's also open. Oh, that's a very high value, but I did move it quickly as we got it. But that does kind of tell me that we should be in paramic range of the ghost, which means we're also in hearing range of the ghost. So I would like for you to give me something. Hello? Can you give us a sign? Dang. Dang. What a ghost. Aha. Uh-huh. Oh, okay then. Wow. Wait, wasn't the breaker off, or are those lights just broken? What? Why is this light on? Wait, but the other light didn't even turn on. Excuse me? Wait, are certain lights just... Oh, I guess certain lights are just broken. Or it turned on the breaker, I guess. Alright, we definitely found it easily. Not necessarily, but hey, there you go. That's kind of how you used to find it. You used to just find a room that was like, had a light on or the door was open, but yeah, there you go. The pyramic probably made it slower there because we would have probably found it earlier if we just walked around, since the pyramic wasn't the one to pinpoint that. That was my ears. Turn on the light. Okay, nice. That could have actually, the music box could have helped us there. But this is fine. You expect. And the nice part about Asylum is that you have a lot more sanity to work with. So you don't tend to get hunted before you find the ghost room. Sometimes you do, but which is a long time. But yeah, not always. When's the next update coming out? We don't know. We have no idea. Boom. No, the flashlight doesn't matter for your sanity drain. Oh, wait, no, it was here. It has actually maybe touched more of these doors? I don't know. Let's chat, shall we? Here you go. Turn that off. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Alicia, thank you for the 7 months. Was that this door? It's freezing. Right? Yeah, okay, so it's freezing and it just touched the door. Let's get ourselves a UV light. Freezing indeed. Heard a door again. I was like, wait a minute, what's the sound? What's that noise? Let's get a UV and smudge sticks. That'll be fine later. You can grab this even. Nice. Actually, very nice room. Like, it took us a while to find it because there's just so much ground to cover. Like, it's really not surprising that you take like 7 minutes or like 10 minutes to find the ghost room on this map, especially when playing solo. If you're playing multiplayer, you can literally have one person go upstairs right, upstairs or downstairs right, upstairs left, downstairs left, and then you'll find it much quicker, obviously. Do we have fingos? We do. Okay, now could... Oh yeah, we were playing on... I was like, wait a minute. Ha! Oh! We could have actually gotten hunted. Like, if I knew that the ghost room was gonna be this close, this would have been a nightmare. This would have been a nightmareable mission, but a lot of the missions on this map will not be nightmareable because they are gonna be a nightmare if you do. Okay. You could take 2 photos off of the book if you were quick, but I wasn't quick, so I didn't even try. Can you give us a sign? Now it turned off the brake. Oh. Where you going? Come back here. Wait, I need to ghost photo still, but that's fine. We got 1 fingerprint? Wait, that 1 fingerprint is actually enough, I think? No, because we don't have the book. That's fine. That's fine. We just need to ghost photo now, and then we need to escape. Ghost event, escape, cleanse the area with a smudge stick. Okay. So we can use this we can use the music box for this. So let's actually get the summoning circle. Or summoning circle. Wow, it's just words. Let's get these smudge sticks in the music box over here. This is where crouching is incredibly useful because you'll be able to see the ground. And you'll actually know kind of where you're going. Because if you're standing up, it's just darkness. Yeah, using the music box counts as ghost event, so that's gonna be easy. Grab this and the music box, which I will try to find. Over here. Good night, B code. Okay. Now it's time. We're gonna do photo first. Photo first. And then pick up the summon. Okay, here it goes. It's gonna be a little scary, actually. What the fuck? I couldn't pick it up quickly, but I'm fine. Ooh, that was a little spooky, gotta say. I should have done that better. That was definitely not smudge. Definitely not a very good, good example there, but did it anyway. Yeah, I should have, I did the one thing that I said earlier that you shouldn't do, which is where you, place the summoning circle or the smudge sticks right where you're about to get hunted. You want to put them in an area where you can first make distance to the ghost and then take like a break and pick up your items, instead of having to pick up your items before you make distance with the ghost. Siri, thank you for the 5 guest subs. Thank you. Okay. We did escape. There you go. I thought you were dead. That was definitely not a very clean one. That's for sure. Did Missy tell me those tips? Absolutely. Whew. Let's go. It's gonna hunt for like a minute. Yeah, if you play on Asylum, as fun as it is to use the ghost, especially in multiplayer, using the cursed items, unless you have like the board. The board is a perfect cursed item for this map. But if you use the music box or the summoning circle or something like that, you're kind of gonna get yourself into a very nasty situation after a little bit. Because once you get 0 sanity with cursed hunts on Asylum, they're gonna take forever. So we have a demon. We found all the evidence for a demon. We had raining, fingerprints, and the freezing. We had a music box and got a ghost event off of that. which allowed us to get the ghost event. The smudging obviously was during the hunt, just because that counts as well. And then the ghost event, or escaping the hunt, was also nice. All right, there you go. That was our first Asylum on the new account. That completes the journey of this new character. Because I think we're actually, I mean, we haven't died, which is actually kind of impressive. We haven't died a single time on this new account. Oh yeah, I didn't find the bone.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
Apologize. I apologize for that I didn't spend my whole game finding that. But that was 345 nonetheless, which is less than a perfect game on a small map, by the way. So it's just, oh yeah, wait, no, we were playing on professional. So actually that would have been more if we were playing on Nightmare. So that was a very nice one. 210 experience. We are now level 32. We have basically literally doubled our level. That was a decently short game. Most of that came from finding a ghost room. So yeah, that is probably the conclusion of the story. I had a lot of fun going back. I have more than enough money now, 3,000. But if you consider that I didn't die once, and I played, not to strike my own ego, but I played pretty well because we got like perfect games most of the games. Not dying once is very, very rare when you're just starting out. And I only have $3,000 to spare on top of having all the items. So yeah, you're definitely gonna take a while before you get before you get a ton of stocked up cash and you can actually die more often. It's kind of like the opposite way around, where early on you want to stay alive as much as possible, and then later on you can die more because then you have more money. Whereas it's gonna be like, obviously the learning curve is gonna make you die more in the beginning, but that just prolongs the experience, because right now it's basically as if I'm playing on my main account, even though if I die now it's gonna be much bigger of a deal, but it's pretty much the same, because I don't tend to die all that often. I tend to take some more risks because it just doesn't matter that much. But yeah, this was a lot of fun, especially those early levels are just magical, where you're like, don't even have all the items, and you like every game you leave with money, you can get another item, which can allow you to do more stuff, which is just lots of fun. I like a lot that there is items that aren't just evidence items in this game, and you can even use only those items to like actually figure out the ghost. Like the salt is lots of fun. Crucifixes, things for protection are fun. We leveled up to 32. We got 3,000 cash in the bank. That was a lot of fun. Let me know if you want to see me play on this account in public lobbies. That would be interesting. See if people kick me. See what happens. Probably gonna change my name when I do that, just to avoid potential recognition. That could be a lot of fun. Let me know if you want to see that. I hope you enjoyed the journey of this new account. This was lots of fun. I love this game so much. I think starting out in this game is a wonderful experience, and I highly recommend it to anyone who watches my videos and hasn't tried out Phasmo yet. Do it. Get the courage. You can do it. I believe in you. And I hope you are going to love the game as much as I do. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you want to join the Love the Gamers here in chat, you can join us over at twitch.tv/insym every single day at 7 p.m. Central European Time. Thank you very much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good one.